I still can't hear. Hey there, NetBest Buds, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Ray, and today we're going to be looking at Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Clone Wars? It's not The Clone Wars, it's just Clone Wars. The animated series from 2003, which bridges the gap between episodes 2 and 3. So for those of you that haven't seen the series, it released, I believe, in the lead up to episode 3 on Cartoon Network. It was, I believe, the headliner for like Cartoon Fridays. So this would always basically start the Friday night for me. It was great. I loved it. Whenever the title screen comes on, the audio of it throws me back to when I was a child. I love this series so much. But anyway, while I have you here at the beginning of the video, definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos I do put out. And my question in this video is, what other cartoons from the Cartoon Friday lineup were some of your favorites? Personally, I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. I thought that show was fantastic. Terrified me as a child. And I believe Cartoon Fridays was where the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy got their start. And I adore that show. The Clone Wars have broken out across the galaxy after the events of Episode 2, and we follow not only Anakin on his journey towards becoming a Jedi Master, but also many others on their battles throughout the war. The animation is absolutely as gorgeous today as it was when the series first aired a decade and a half ago. The character designs for everyone is fantastic, from the people returning from the movies to the original characters such as the Elite Stormtroopers. I think they're called the ARC Troopers. You've got Asajj Ventress, which I believe was originated in here. General Grievous was in here. We've got some bounty hunter dude who reminds me of like a hunter from Halo, but he just decided to hop on a bike and joust a bunch of clones. And the unsung hero of the entire Star Wars franchise, Werewolf Man Jedi Master. He's a good boy, and I'm going to give him the recognition he deserves. Also, the vehicles look really cool, and there's one, I believe the first episode of Volume 2, that's like a painted gunship that looks like some sort of weird monster. It was really cool. I liked that. I think the series as a whole does a really good job of showing Anakin's fall to the dark side. Gives us some pretty cool scenes where it shows him reaching into his darker emotions. So I really like that, and I'm really excited to immediately go right into episode 3 having just watched this. Also, one of Anakin's darker moments is when he forces C-3PO to strip in an alley and show him all his gold plating. And for some reason the series makes it slightly sexual, I guess. It's weird. We see a lot more of the galaxy far, far away, and this is done through various battle sequences. We go to a lot of different planets, and I'm really glad that it's not just the clone army winning battle after battle after battle. There are some losses. There's more victories than losses, but I'm glad it didn't seem like just a one-sided conflict. So, it's not all love for the series. I have a few negatives. The pacing at the beginning is very fast. Like, you cover a lot of ground in these series and you don't realize it. Like, a lot's going on. And sometimes that's to its detriment, but that's mostly in the first volume, which I believe was cut into like 25-minute episodes. There were some animation issues as well. Mainly, one of the Jedi Masters, I think it's Jedi Master Saucy Tin. He has tusks. I don't know his name. I used to. But I believe the first shot we see of him, he has like his horn cut off, and then the next shot we see of him, he has his whole horn, and it kind of goes back and forth a few times every so often when we see him, which is a little weird. Also, Obi-Wan's lightsaber changes colors between frames once or twice, and I believe there's a few other instances of that. But it doesn't really take you out of the movie. It's very minor, those types of things. I think they did an excellent job with the overall animation. The voice cast does take a little getting used to, namely Anakin. At first, I did not like the voice acting, but you know, it sort of grows on you throughout the series, and eventually I enjoyed it. I would say that's my case with a lot of animation, like the DC movies, the animated ones. They change the voice actors for a lot of the characters every so often, and sometimes it works, sometimes it takes me a little while to get used to them, and then I'm okay with them. But then when I rewatch them, I have to get used to the voice acting again. But what I do really love about this series is the dialogue is kept very minimal. There's some dialogue in there between characters and everything, but it's a much more visual storytelling through the cartoon, and I just absolutely adored it. One of my favorite sequences is absolutely the first like Spec Ops mission with the ARC Troopers, where you've got the like really cool looking ones where they've got like the skirts, I guess they're called. I don't know what you call them in battle, but they've got like red trimming and blue trimming, and they were super cool to look at. And I just wish we had some of those skins in, I don't know, maybe a Battlefront game. That could have worked really cool, EA. I adore this installment in the franchise, and the nostalgia levels are at their peak when I watch these volumes. I can't recommend them enough to any fan of the franchise. Star Wars, Clone Wars, animated series, gets a 9 out of 10. I really wish they would bring back this style of animation because I can't gush about it enough. I just think it's so good! So that's my review for Star Wars The Clone Wars, the super sweet Emmy, I think award-winning animated series from way back in the day. But as always, thanks for watching the video, guys. It means a great deal to continue to watch the content that I do put out. Definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos I do put out. Give the video a like, share with a movie-loving friend, and let me know down in the comments down here what one of your favorite Cartoon Friday cartoons was. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.